Clemens, and welcome to this special edition of Newsline, your update on the MDC and its Clean Water Project. In our region, the Metropolitan District, known as the MDC, manages both the water and sewer systems, and we've been very busy over the past 6 years implementing Phase 1 of the Clean Water Project to help improve an aging sewer system and potentially eliminate backups and overflows in your homes and neighborhoods. It's an issue that affects all of us, so it's important you learn more about this.
Sewage, overflowing from the region's antiquated sewer system, backing up into basements, our neighborhood streets. Scenes like this are all too familiar in many of our towns. That's because when it rains, even as little as a quarter inch, the problems begin. The stormwater enters the sewer system, not only through leaky pipes and old manhole covers, but also through direct connections such as sump pumps, downspouts, yard drains, even foundation footing drains that are connected to our sewers.
The sewer system is designed to accept sewer from residences and businesses. When it rains, the stormwater takes up the capacity of that sewer pipe, and that combined sewer and stormwater has to go somewhere. It eventually goes either into a basement, into the street, or to the plant, which has to be diverted into the river.
The sewage overflows also spill into our local streams and rivers. It happens all too often, about 50 times a year in the greater Hartford region.
Sewage in basements where it's not supposed to be is a major problem for all the towns that are part of the MDC system. And getting clean water out of that sewage system is critical to trying to protect these homeowners.
The sewage still in the pipes then continues its path from the suburbs, flowing through parts of a sewer system that was built in the 1840s for a population of 30,000. Not the 400,000 people in the 8-member towns it serves today. Several sections of the system were later upgraded with a pipe technology widely used in the 1930s called a combined sewer system. Many urban areas, including Hartford, have this system. It's one pipe in the street that carries both the sewage and stormwater. But when there's a rainstorm, the pipe can't handle all the additional stormwater as it mixes with the sewage and overflows into our streets and homes.
I know the traffic flow was always disturbed when the manhole covers would come out of the street when we had excessive rain.
People in this area has suffered from, rain and backups and sewage and other things in their homes, and that's a sanitary problem.
As the sewage continues to rush towards the Hartford treatment plant, the sewer system is easily overwhelmed. The overflows spill over 1 billion gallons of raw sewage at multiple points into the Connecticut River every year. The untreated sewage travels downstream towards Long Island Sound, impacting marine life and creates a wide range of health and environmental issues.
Sewage overflows have two pollutants of concern. The first one is organic matter. The organic matter, as it decomposes in the water, consumes oxygen, and as the oxygen is lowered, it becomes detrimental to aquatic species living in the water. The second pollutant of concern, and perhaps the more important one, is bacteria.
And that's a fundamental public health threat when your children are being told not to walk in extreme rain events in puddles because they might be contaminated with sewage, not to go near local streams, and not to swim in the Connecticut River and Long Island Sound.
Our current sewer system also impacts our ability to support economic growth in the region.
Well-functioning sewer system is important to economic development. Our efforts to try to create additional development in these urban areas is necessary to have a well-functioning sewer system.
The problems we face with our antiquated sewer system are not unique to the region. Most sewer systems in the Northeast face similar issues. In 2006, the federal and state governments, concerned that the all-too-frequent sewage overflows create public health and environmental risks, mandated massive overhauls to improve our local system and issued an $850,000 fine.
An aging sewer system, raw sewage overflow, public health concerns, and excessive storm water entering the sewer system are a few of the problems that we learned about in the first half of our program. Stay tuned to learn more about what the MDC is doing to address these issues coming up.
The response to the government mandate? The Clean Water Project. In 2006, voters of the 8-member towns overwhelmingly approved the referendum that launched Phase 1 of the Clean Water Project. Phase 1 has been underway for the past 5 years. Its goal, to reduce overflows of raw sewage and reduce nitrogen discharge into the Connecticut River. It's a multi-phase program which will take 15 years to complete. With Phase 1, we're keeping our commitment.
The MDC has been entrusted from our 8-member towns with the first $800 million of the Phase 1 of the Clean Water Project. We're on time, we're on budget. There's a lot more work to do. We're in compliance with our consent orders and consent decrees. The nitrogen levels are lower in the Connecticut River because of the Clean Water Project Phase 1. We need to branch out into the suburb communities to remove this stormwater and increase the capacity of our system.
The Clean Water Project is creating a new highway of sewer lines under our streets, and it's already correcting some of the sewage overflow problems this region has endured for years.
MDC is doing a great job. They're on top of this. Not all the older cities are as on schedule as MDC.
They've done it very conscientiously, where if there's been an effort to save money, they have been able to do that.
I think the results are showing that we're on the right track.
Overall, it's been a success thus far. We have tackled the projects that we have identified. They are working on the projects. They're starting to complete some of the early projects so that people can actually go out and see how they come out.
The first phase of the project is actually showing real benefits already to the local streams, to the local streets, to the Connecticut River, and ultimately to Long Island Sound.
While it's impossible to get all the stormwater out of the system, in order to meet the guidelines and deadlines of the mandate, the MDC developed 5 components for the Clean Water Project. Remove the inflow and infiltration of stormwater into the sewer pipes. Separate the old combined sewer pipes. Construct larger interceptor pipes. Construct 2 storage tunnels. And upgrade and increase the capacity of the Hartford and Rocky Hill water pollution control facilities. The first priority for MDC customers is limiting the stormwater from entering the system. It begins with what is called inflow, all the unnecessary stormwater coming from your home that's added to the sanitary sewer pipe. Water from downspouts, foundation drains, driveway drains, and sump pumps overload the main sewer during periods of rain, causing a mixture of sewage and stormwater to overflow into the street and back into your homes.
There needs to be a concerted effort to divert the inflow away from the sewer system and to the storm drain system.
Infiltration refers to all the water leaking into the sewers from cracked or broken pipes, faulty pipe connections, storm runoff, or deteriorated manholes.
If you don't redirect the water, then the storm water goes into the sewage treatment plant. And so the sewage treatment plant has to be bigger and bigger and bigger to accommodate all this extra water that they don't really need to treat.
As part of Phase 1, the MDC has been busy making improvements in your neighborhoods, incorporating a process called pipelining, where resin-coated felt tubing is pulled into the existing pipe. Steam is then circulated throughout the tubing, curing the resin and forming a tight-fitting, jointless, corrosion-resistant pipe within a pipe. This non-invasive method is less disruptive to neighborhoods and businesses and extends the life of the pipe up to 50 years. The second component is aimed at separating the old combined sewer system. In a typical sewer separation project, as in the city of Hartford, a second pipe is added in the street. In this example, the new pipe will serve as a sewer for household waste, and the existing combined sewer will remain in place as a dedicated storm pipe. Once construction of the sewer separation in the street is complete, a pipe must then be connected to each and every home and business. Over 43 sewer separation projects are needed. They make up 160 miles of the system, making it a long-term effort of the Clean Water Project. All work will be completed by 2021. When sewage and stormwater flow in from district towns under Hartford streets, the combined flows exceeds the capacity of the existing sewer pipes. Large interceptor pipes are being installed to increase capacity and convey the flow to the treatment plant. Since not all stormwater can be prevented from entering the sewer system within the time frame set by the federal mandate, a balance between removal and treatment must occur.
There's going to be 2 storage tunnels for this project. One is the South Hartford Storage Tunnel. It's going to go from the suburbs in West Hartford and Newington all the way to the Hartford Treatment Plant in the south end. It's about 3 miles long, 26 feet in diameter, and it's going to hold 50 million gallons. So really the purpose of that tunnel is to store the flow when it rains to when the treatment plant in the system can take it. And then once the flows go down a little bit, we can pump it into the treatment plant and it can be treated accordingly. There'll be a second tunnel in the northern portion of Hartford. Again, this one will be about 3 miles long, 26 feet in diameter, and again, 50 million gallons.
The final step is to increase the capacity of 2 of the treatment plants in the system, which provides the largest environmental benefit. The Hartford plant treats sewage from 6 of the district's towns, including Hartford, the region's business hub. The smaller Rocky Hill plant treats sewage from Rocky Hill and Wethersfield.
By the time we're done here, it will virtually be completely rebuilt and have infrastructure in place to last an additional 50 to 80 years. So the plan is to provide the additional treatment capacity we need to remove nitrogen and handle the wet weather flows, while ensuring that the overall facility will well serve the community into the future.
All work at the plant is on target and on budget. Phase 1 of the Clean Water Project includes several innovative initiatives. One is a model outreach program designed to ensure good communication between contractors, neighborhoods, and businesses.
We manage each property owner's expectations to make sure when the construction that the district is doing in conjunction with their consultants and contractors is done, they're satisfied with the end result.
My experience has been very good. I was kept aware right from day one before anything was touched or done. I thought it was a great group that came, made me aware every single day. I don't think anybody has anything to worry about because they're willing to work with you as a business to keep you going.
There was so much thoroughness in terms of preparing the residents for what was to come.
MDC been very cooperative. MDC informed me everything is going to happen. And so far, no complaints at all.
Another highlight is a national award received during Phase 1, which recognized the first ever use of curved micro-tunneling technology in the U.S. This innovative construction method minimized disruption to local businesses and commuters and saved time and money. There is no doubt that Phase 1 of the Clean Water Project is on track and on budget, and is a clear success. However, it's merely the first step in solving the region's serious sewage overflow problems.
It's really critically important to implement Phase 2, and MDC has shown that this is a priority and that they can do it right, and we need to keep doing it.
The opportunity for all the communities to participate in a regional effort to come together to clean water in the state of Connecticut.
Having that sewage system that is adequately sized and protected against these heavy rains is critical to the health of our neighborhoods, the quality of our streets, the quality of our life in the greater Hartford area.
Phase 1 of the Clean Water Project has been a step in the right direction. Although it will take years to complete, we've started building a sewer system for our towns that is more than just about pipes and tunnels. It's about protecting the quality of life and ensuring economic viability for the region.
The Clean Water Project is slated for completion in 2021, and the MDC is proud to report that it's meeting the goals set forth by government mandates. Our mission is to create cleaner and healthier neighborhoods like this one you see right here. But we need to work together to make that all happen. While we work on the Clean Water Project, you can learn more about what you can do to help protect your family and community from sewage overflows. Visit us at www.themdc.com to learn more about doing your part, and we will all benefit. Thanks for taking time out with us to learn more about this important issue. I'm Eric Clemens for Newsline.